GTU pushes government for negotiation. Government introduce new award. And Exxon drills for natural gas. Hi, I'm Enrico Wolford, and this is Uncut News. Do you see what's happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. The Guyana Teachers Union has initiated an industrial action to pressure the government to begin negotiations on a proposed multi-year agreement submitted 3 years ago. Teachers across regions 4 and 6 have been collectively utilizing their manager's sick leave and urgent private affairs concession in a coordinated movement known as a sick-out. The GTU has proposed a 25% increase in salary for 2019 and 20% for every other year, but the government has not indicated whether it is prepared to negotiate with the union. The GTU has warned that if the government fails to heed their demands, the industrial action will be intensified. Enrico Wolford, no relation, the former general manager of the National Communications Network, has won a $7 million lawsuit against NCN. Wolford claimed that NCN owed him gratuity payment for 3 years. On Tuesday, the High Court ruled that NCN was obligated to pay Wolford his entitlement under the contract of employment. The judge also awarded him an additional $2 million in costs. The judge determined that Wolford was entitled to the full $7.796 million claimed in his action, which was an undertaking given by NCN in accordance with the terms of his employment contract. The government has plans to introduce a new national award called the Order of Democracy, a national award to recognize those who fought for democracy during the controversial 5 months after the March 2, 2020 general and regional elections, aka the Big Rig. The award will be unveiled on October the 5th, and no one has been conferred with it yet, although a few individuals have been honored for their role in ensuring democracy was not undermined by the APNU-AFC coalition. Yep. Just for it to be undermined by this current government. Irony. Now for crime news. Several weeks ago, Michael Andrew Morgan was found guilty of drug trafficking and sentenced to 4 years in prison. And now, Morgan has appealed his conviction and jail time. His lawyers are expected to petition the High Court for him to be released on bail pending appeal. Morgan was found guilty of trafficking 7 pounds of cocaine at his home in Eccles on the East Bank and was fined $4.9 million in addition to his custodial sentence. Nonetheless, he continues to maintain his innocence.
Attention truck owners. Between potholes, bad drivers, and high fuel prices, you've got 99 problems to deal with. But with Powered Automotive, your engine ain't one. That's because they stock high-quality parts and spares you need at prices you can't beat. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them at telephone number 6970171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GTEats is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GTEats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today.
Evander Balgeben, who was charged with attempted murder for shooting and injuring 2 people at a Baltica nightclub, has been released on $800,000 bail with the condition that he lodges his passport with the Baltica Magistrates Court. The case has been adjourned to September 28th. I keep saying it's a different world for the rich in this nation. Anyway, over in Trinidad, the police there are currently investigating the fatal shooting that claimed the life of Guyanese national Seema Lilman and critically injured her partner Rajesh Bridjalal. The couple had reportedly won money from gaming machines at a bar before the incident, but authorities have not found conclusive evidence of a robbery. Eyewitnesses saw 2 Spanish-speaking men leaving the scene, but some residents are hesitant to speak with authorities. Lilman died at the scene and Bridjalal is currently hospitalized. A third suspect has been apprehended by police in connection with the robbery at the Regional Democratic Office in Region 6. The suspect, identified as Lawrence Van, has a history of legal trouble and was due to appear in court on an armed robbery charge. 2 other suspects remain at large as investigations continue. The robbery resulted in an undisclosed amount of cash being stolen. 1 suspect was killed and another was captured early on Wednesday, while 3 suspects managed to escape during a shootout with the police. 2 men, 44-year-old Kevin Musa and 41-year-old Alvin Jordan, are currently missing and presumed dead after a boat accident near Canaima Falls in Region 7. They were among 10 people on board a metal boat transporting 14 drums of diesel fuel. The boat struck a rock and sank, causing the occupants to swim to shore. Musa and Jordan were not located despite efforts from a search party consisting of members of the joint services. Now for today's oil update. Guyana has no interest in joining OPEC due to its conflicting production policies with the oil cartel. The country's priority is to maximize oil resource development, which currently exceeds 11 billion barrels at the Starbuck Block. Meanwhile, OPEC's production cuts to control output and boost prices are not in line with our nation's policy. Brazil shares the same issue with OPEC and has no intention of joining. OPEC is currently searching for new members in South America, and Brazil is a potential candidate nonetheless. In other oil-related news, ExxonMobil is currently drilling at Haimara 2, an appraisal well with potential high-quality gas condensate resources offshore Ghana. The company is evaluating the feasibility of standalone natural gas projects in Ghana, and is looking closely at gas development options, even examining which production facility would be best suited. The first standalone gas development is likely to be executed near the border with Suriname, where the largest quantities of proven gas reserves are located.
It might not be robbery season, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home and business through Sheriff Security Service. Sheriff Security offers well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today.
Now for our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Ghana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it this was. Last night I asked about youth mental health and is the government doing enough? And if not, or if so, what can we, the government, the private sector, civil society, and us as citizens do to try to change that?
But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also, a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description.
Apparently you all didn't care about the children, because nobody answered this one. Rare time for this show. Now for tonight's question. What's a concern you feel is not getting enough attention from the media? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Enrico Wolford saying good night, folks.